All right, how we doing, everybody? Oh, I hit that intro just right. This is Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur. I see we got a new follower here, Daisy Luna 7. Thank you for the follow. I also noticed that you were pretty active during the introduction, which, you know, it's always good to see, I suppose. I'm sure nothing weird or suspicious will come of this, but today we're going to be playing a game that is pretty special to me. A game that I played a number of times, to be honest, so it's not really a revelation, but this is my second favorite Sonic game of all time. This is Sonic Mania, came out in 2017, developed by a team of mostly fans, and as we can see by this awesome animation here, Tyson Hess worked on this, by the way. Christian Whitehead and Simon Tomley were the main directors of this title. I forget the name of the level designer, but anyway, this is like probably the best Sonic game since the original trilogy back in the 90s. My second favorite Sonic game of all time. We're going to play it here today, tonight, whatever time it might be for you. But welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you for the follow, Daisy. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you here. And like I said, we're going to get things going in just a few minutes here as I just kind of watch this. Taking this opening animation yet again. I've probably watched it way too many times already, but still remember the excitement, the anticipation I felt before this game came out, which is hard to believe it's been 8 years now, almost 8 years. It'll be 8 years in August. But this is Sonic Mania. This is Sonic Mania Plus, technically. They've added quite a bit of content since the initial release. 2018 saw an update that brought in, what's his name? Ray the Flying Squirrel, Mighty the Armadillo. And, you know, there's just a whole other mode called Encore Mode. And just, whatever. But it's Sonic Mania. If you played it before, you're familiar. If not, well, welcome to the show. Either way. Let's get in here right now and spin through with some Sonic Speed. This is also the game that introduced the Drop Dash. Want some graphics? I'm telling you, Tosa Cartridge, you can't make this stuff up. But, yeah, I'm not saying anything yet. But, you know, it's a little funny. I didn't check my Twitter follows before I went live, but this has happened before. Not super often, but this has happened before where somebody follows me, and their exact username will follow me on Twitch like seconds later and pretty much say that same message during a pre-recorded message, pre-recorded video, mind you. But anyway, how you doing, Toaster? Thanks for joining us here today. I'm going to go ahead and check things out here. We got classic team here. Do I just have Sonic? I do. Alright, we're jumping right in with Green Hill Zone. Got all the emeralds. Got 99 lives. Going on a little adventure here. I mean, I am a huge Sonic fan, that much is obvious, but I don't play that many Sonic games on stream. Like, I really don't. You know, Retromania, we'll see a few, you know. I try to do a few throughout the year, but in general, you know, not a lot. Not that I don't ever play them, and I usually do feature them quite a bit once I do, but anyhow. How's your Thursday going, Toaster? Hard to believe it is already Thursday. Friday tomorrow, weekend right upon us here. Easter coming up as well. I mentioned that because, you know, there'll be some kind of stream associated with Easter. I also recently announced or showed off a very brief teaser. Some of you probably missed it. In fact, most of you probably did. At the end of last stream involving Retro 75, and I've been mentioning for basically all year now how Retro 75, or Retro in general, is going to be going through a little rebrand. You got to poop. All right, well, thank you for that update. While you're doing that, as I get hit with that again, as you're pooping, I'll be talking about some Retro Mania. And now we got a new logo, new style coming up in the next month or so. So excited about that. Right now, just excited to relax and stream with some of my favorite people here and Daisy Luna, because why not? More right now. I don't know. Oh, jeez, here we go again. Ooh, pro bonus. All right. So now for the rest of the stream, I have to enter a special stages I can't really enter because I already have all the emeralds, but I have to enter special stages or bonus stages, which is a lot more common. These bonus stages in this case, since I'm playing in the original mode, would be the blue sphere stages. So we'll see some of those. I think I have to hit a checkpoint with, I think, 25, maybe 50 rings. I actually don't know because I generally avoid them, but I'm going to have to hit them this time. We'll find out momentarily. I just played this game so many times now, I just know where to go. 'Tis what happens, though. Just Toaster redeeming that reward while taking a poop, apparently. Hey, yo. Oh, there's one there. Let's go for it. And yes, it is blue spheres. Alright, let's try and get them. Right now. Oh, yeah. Ow. Imagine how much that must hurt. Like, I don't know how fast Sonic's going in these, but, like, he just, like, thwack into one of those going like that. Like, that cannot feel good. Ow. Commander, I do enjoy Commander Keen. That was pretty cool. I gotta admit, I laughed at that. The Skibbity Tato. I mean, that looked pretty involved for what it was. What's going on, Bex? Commander Keen. I actually don't get that one at all, but like I don't get the similarity. Nor am I even sure I know who that is. Hey yo. I think I went the wrong way here. I'm trying to beat these. Like, I mean, hypothetically, I only have to attempt them, but I figure as long as I'm here, I'll try to beat them, which is getting all the blue spheres. Of course, there's a throwback to the old Sonic 3 bonus stages. And if you think that these are motion sickness inducing, you should have seen the originals from '94. You probably have on many episodes of Retro Mania. Got it. Commander Keen on next Retro Mania. I don't even know what it is. I really don't. No, that was not a dumb Tato thing. You should commend your creation. It was great. It was expressive. It was everything art should be. And it looked like a toilet. That was pretty cool. I actually have no idea what Commander Keen is, but it does sound like something. Hamster, yeah. Play the hamster game, whatever that is. We got new Donkey Kong game, which has nothing to do with hamsters, but that looks pretty good. Donkey Kong Bonanza, which sounds like a title I'd come up with bananas. Bonanza. I don't know. I tried. They tried. I tried. That game's only $70, by the way. Oh, hold on. I had to hit the bonus round. Alright. If you get tired of seeing this bonus round, you all can blame Toaster, because he activated this reward, but it's all good. Oh, what? I thought I... Alright, that one I just messed up on. I thought I had made the whole loop, whatever. You all saw it. Oh, hold on. Yep, that's one too. I forgot how often these come up. 2 hours later, not even out of the first level now. Well, technically, I think this game only takes like 2.5 hours to beat, but then again, I almost never do the bonus rounds. Oh, shit. Fuck, I messed that up too. I hope other game companies don't. See, that's the thing. I don't like that precedent. I've heard that too. And, I mean, 80, 90 bucks for a game. And, I mean, I don't know about the Donkey Kong game. I know there's going to be a lot of content in Mario Kart World. And, yeah, you probably will get, like, hundreds of hours out of that. I mean, I've played Mario Kart 8 for probably 200-300 hours. But that's, like, most games I don't play that long. I mean, even, like, a great Sonic game, like... I mean, this is a great Sonic game. I think I put maybe a couple hundred hours into this over 8 years. Yes. But, anyway... Yes, I don't get it, to be honest. Like, I get the prices go up. I get that, you know, the console's going to, like, the Switch 2 is going to be more expensive than the Switch 1. Obviously, I get that. I thought around $400, $450, whatever. But why are the games, like, that much more? And especially for digital, which most of them seem to be digital. I've heard that even some of the cases are just going to have, like, key cards in them. Like, they're not even going to be... So even if you buy a physical version of a game, I don't know, maybe some games will have the cards, but I've heard most of them are just going to be, like... I don't know, QR codes or whatever to just download the game onto your Switch 2. And also, you know, maybe it'll come with some art or something, but in terms of, like, the actual value, like, it's not gonna be like buying a physical game used to be, and yet they want more for it. So I really don't get that. I also don't get why Switch 2 would be $100 cheaper in Japan. I did see where you can trade your current Switch into GameStop for, like, $175 off a new Switch 2, but I don't know. I'll probably end up getting the damn thing. Despite all my griping, that's all I've been seeing is, like, you know, it should be good news, you know, the Switch has a lot of stuff going for it, the new one, but a lot of what I'm seeing is just like, ooh, you know that's gonna get me fired up, because on one hand, you're talking about one of my favorite, if not my favorite, I don't know if it's my favorite, it's one of my favorite Nintendo consoles. I think the Wii U is better than the Switch. Yes, I said it, I'll say it again. I think the Wii U is one of the best consoles Nintendo's ever made. So, when you say Switch 2 is the next Wii U, I don't think that's a bad thing, but I know you're trying to say it's going to be a failure. I don't think that's true either. That's where you're putting me in a tough spot here, because I don't see that at all. Like, in terms of your point of view, I don't think it's going to be a failure. I think it's actually going to do pretty well. I don't know if it does as well as the first Switch sales-wise. I think they took themselves out of that market with just how expensive they're making it, but I think the Switch had that advantage of being like a couple $100 cheaper than the competition. They kind of took that out. That's what I mean. The price gouging is what's going to fail it. It's not going to be the games or the quality of it. I think the games are going to be really good, actually. For all the crap I give Nintendo, I mean, they're coming out with freaking Mario Kart World, Metroid Prime 4, and a new Donkey Kong game in the first, like, less than a year of the console being out. I can't fault that. That is a solid, that is a Wii U, that is a Wii U-esque lineup. Like, that is amazing. They knew they'd get away with it. Yeah, and I mean, Zelda, to be fair, I never played the new one, but I mean, I hear it's like a really long game. Like, I mean, if you're getting a decent value for, like, that much money, I could sort of justify 70. That still seems like a bit much, but I mean, there are some in fact, a lot of PS5, not a lot, but some PS5 games are 70 in that range. And then, of course, you know, I don't... Yeah, it kind of did come out of nowhere. And, like, you know, I don't want to say it came out of nowhere, but it's like... I'm not... No, it kind of did come out of nowhere. Like, we all thought, you know, Switch was going to be the more reasonably priced thing. Like, At 450, you're basically pushing PS5. PS5 is 500. I don't know how much the new Xbox is. It's like 450. So like you're basically you're at the same price point as your competitors. The difference is your competitors aren't charging $80 a game. Sony's not charging $80 for Astrobot. Microsoft's not charging $80 for Forza. Like maybe they are. I don't know, but that's sort of. And you notice they didn't say any of the prices in any of that. They didn't say the price of the controller. They didn't say the price of the console. They dumped that info like about an hour after. You know, the PR people who did the direct were all, you know, hey, you know, we're happy to see you. Here's our new console. And then, you know, like an hour later, we found out like, oh shit, like it's gonna be like $80 minimum to get like Mario Kart. Yeah, no, I mean I get it. Trust me, and I'm not. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I liked your comment. Which I didn't see the stream about. You said they did like a stream of Mario Kart or something, and people were just chanting like "drop the price." And I mean, that's gonna happen. There's gonna be a backlash here. Yeah, basically, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see it working. I mean, we'll see, but. And of course, that has me worried as a Metroid fan. You know, that game's going to be at least $70 for Metroid Prime 4. So I'm going to be looking at like $200 for like 3 games between Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, Metroid. I mean, I love Metroid. I've got to support Metroid, but it's going to be like, what? Freaking 70, 80, probably 80 or $90. I mean, Metroid Prime 4 is probably going to be a very long game. They'll probably be able to justify that. Maybe the Donkey Kong game's a little less because it's a shorter game, but I mean... Like, what the hell? I don't know. I really don't know. Like, part of me wants to say they're only going to reserve that price for, like, the Smash Brothers and the Mario Karts of the world, but even then, that's still ridiculous. Not to mention the other games, like, you know, you couldn't do Mario Party Jamboree or whatever on Switch 2 with new features, but you got to pay for that, too. Like, even if you own Mario Party Jamboree on Switch, you have to pay, I think it's like an extra $10, $20 to upgrade it. Same with, like, any of them. So it's like... You can play PS4 games on PS5, and they're upscaled for free. Like, Sony's not charging you, unless they make, like, a remaster. Sony's not charging you to upscale your PS4 games. It's just built into the hardware. Nintendo's adding content, that's great, but they're, like, charging you for games you already own again. And then for the new games, it's, like, $80, $90. Again, I don't know. The console's literally not even out yet, so I don't know what the... main price is going to be. Like, what's a third party going to be? What's a Sega game going to be? Like, you know, the new Sonic game. I do remember that. I remember PS3, which I don't know if that's why it had a bad launch. PS3 did not have a great launch, and the price points were like 500 and 600. There were 2 versions, one with like a bigger hard drive or whatever. And I remember at the time being like 600. Like, Xbox was 400, and I think, again, Wii was like 250. Like, Nintendo was always well underpriced compared to the competition for the time. I mean, GameCube was like kind of comparably priced, but Nintendo's always been a good value. I could never bash them for that. You know, yeah, you didn't get the highest end performance, but you kind of expected that for $200 or $300 less. They don't have that anymore. They're coming in around the same price. But that's not the slap in the face. The slap in the face to me is still the games. I don't think 450 is a lot to ask for what's basically a Stream Deck with maybe not as good graphics, a Steam Deck. I don't think that's that much to ask, but I think that the $90 or whatever is really getting people. And I guess you sort of mitigate it with the Mario Kart edition where you get the Switch with Mario Kart, and it's only $50 for Mario Kart basically. You're paying $500 for both as opposed to $450 for one. So if you want to go that route, you can say Mario Kart, whatever it is, Mario Kart World is only $50 if you buy it with a Switch 2. I'm not really saying that's a great excuse, but that's how I plan to buy it if I buy it. Like, I'll buy the bundle, because you can buy the bundle. I think Wii U had a similar thing, too, where you could buy a bundle for, like, you know, an extra $30, you got a game with it. So I think it's the same thing here. But the difference is you're actually saving, like, $30, $40 doing it that way. But it's so stupid. And it's also stupid that they have that game that's like Nintendo Switch Tour or whatever. And they make you pay for that too. I don't know how much it is, but $20 maybe? I don't know. For a game that's probably another tech demo? Which, to be honest with you, I don't really get into those tech demo games anyway. But, I mean, Astrobot was a great game, but, like, not, I mean, Astro's Playroom, but that was like a free, hold on, bonus round. That was like a free add-on as well. But it was free, again. And that's Sony. And Sony, you know, they have like the most expensive... I think, yeah, $500 is the most expensive console on the market right now. But still, even they threw in a free fucking game. And it's not like that. I mean, I didn't really get a good look at it, but it's not like that Switch tech demo looked that much fun anyway. And then like, it was like, oh man, I want to play that. Like, really the only thing worth buying on day one is Mario Kart. Like, I know there's other third-party games that'll be out for it, but the only thing on day one is Mario Kart World. And I will concede that is a very good-looking game. Is it worth $80, $90? Hell no. But that's their big hitter. And I respect them for it. I'm glad they had it ready. And what's the other one? Donkey Kong Not Too Far Behind. I feel like they could have just released Donkey Kong 2. Because, like, it seems like that game's ready. They've been showing that game off. But anyway. Metroid Prime 4. You know, so there's 3 games this year that I'm looking forward to for Switch 2. Which, you know, it's crazy how fast we've come on this. Like, Switch 2 was, like, still, like, rumored at the beginning of this year. We went from it being rumored to announced to, like, here it is. And, you know, now it's here. And people are more blown away by the price than anything that it actually does. And I see we got IDM Pod joining the chat here. I will get to your chat comment. Just that when I'm in this bonus round, unfortunately, it's kind of hard to look down. Kind of hard to look up, too, with how this is going. Oh, shite. There we go. Boing, boing. But yeah, that's my opinion. Like, I don't know. I mean, the way I'm going to mitigate it is, I mean, I'm still going to buy the damn thing, but I'm probably going to buy like one game every 5 months. Like, I'm not going to be buying a game every month like I would with the other consoles. The other thing, too, that gets me is there is no, like, PS Plus for Nintendo. It's not like, you know, they don't have, I can't even think of an equivalent. They don't have, like, oh, yeah, you know, for $20 a month or whatever, you can get access to, like, the new Mario or something. Like, no, they don't. They never have. They probably never will. Anyhow, I'd rather spend $500 at Dairy Queen. Oh, we're back on that topic from work. I'll get Bravely Default because I know that game's awesome. Could Daisy Luna get it? New games at full price. Support the devs. Want some graphics. Well, yeah, I'm not talking about not supporting the devs. But, I don't know. I've already kind of expended the... What's the word? Exhausted the topic. So I'm kind of not going to repeat it all. But, yeah, that's kind of the current happening of things is, you know... Switch 2 on the surface is kind of exactly what people wanted. More Switch and more good games, it looks like. But, unfortunately, the price is so much higher that I don't know that even that is good. Like, I don't know. I'm trying not to be, like, the cheap old man here, but, like, I do think it's something that I think is going to bite them. I really do. And, you know, I don't think, you know, you said it to be the next Wii U or whatever, and I love the Wii U, so that's not a good comparison. But I think if it doesn't sell... That's why it's not going to sell. It's not going to sell because it sucks. Or it's not going to not do well because it sucks. I think it's actually going to be very good. But, I mean, yeah, I might be a cheap old man, but for other reasons. But anyway. That's just my take on it. Hey, oh, alright, apparently I'm younger than my own, or I'm older than my own dad somehow. I don't know how the hell I pulled that off. Oh, wow, what is this color scheme? But no, you know what? I feel bad. I feel bad in a way, especially, you know, I know my friend Bex, I know other people are genuinely excited for this console. I'm excited for the console in principle. It is more the long-term prospect that I'm going to have to, like, spend, like, well, I mean, I don't know how, like, I'm going to spend a lot of money to get, like, a few games for the damn thing. And Nintendo does not come down on their prices either. So Mario Kart, whatever, Mario Kart World is going to be like $90 for probably 5-10 years. Like, it just is. Mario Kart 8 is still full price. That game came out in 2013. And in addition, they don't have, like I was saying, like a Nintendo subscription service where they could even be like, okay, you know, you'll get Mario, the games of the month are Mario Party and Kirby or something. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have that. Like, there really is no price break, and you're only going to get Nintendo games from Nintendo. So it's a really kind of busted monopoly in that regard. I mean, yeah, it's their product. They can charge what they want for it, but... I don't know. It's weird. Like, you know, they jumped into the online thing. I mean, for years, Nintendo Online was just kind of whatever. It's still not the best, but they're jumping into online now. They have that service for, like, $50 a year, which is still cheaper than PS Plus and the other ones, but $50 a year, you get, like, you know, all these NES games, Super Nintendo games. At least they're adding GameCube to that. Like, they're adding more consoles. That's great, but, I mean, how much is that costing them to put those games out? It's costing them nothing. Like, yeah, it's great, but it's not the same as getting, like, you know, PS Plus and getting, like, free Assassin's Creed 1 month or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just rambling to ramble. I'm, you know, it's kind of going to be a moot point when I end up just buying the thing anyways and be like, well, Bobby, you complained about it. You still bought it. Like, yeah, probably. Because at the end of the day, the fun factor will likely win out. I'll want to play that new Bonanza game. I'll want, you know, yeah, I'm still finna get it. Same thing. I'm still gonna end up getting it. Like, I do enjoy Bible games on Switch for $86. Full HD puzzle games. Oh, that's right. You know there's gonna be a Switch 2 eShop. You know there's gonna be some crap on there. Marked up for stupid reasons or whatever. I'm gonna go super here. Why not? Hey, what's going on, Sly G's? We got a lot going on in the chat right now. And again, I'm not trying to, again, I can't emphasize enough. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's excitement about Switch 2. I do think it's gonna be a fun console. You know, a couple years from now, who knows? We'll all be talking about what a great time we've been having with it. I can't predict the future. In the meantime, as I play this game here, which is one of my favorites of all time, I will continue to read these. See, look at that. I hurt your excitement. I did not mean to hurt your excitement. Yeah, I mean, I'm not alone in this sentiment. Like, it's not just myself or Toaster or, you know, hardcore Nintendo fan. I'm the furthest thing from a hardcore Nintendo fan, full disclosure. I'm a Sega fan, so... But a lot of fans across gaming are, like, kind of, like, annoyed by this. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's excitement. I'm just expressing an opinion that others have expressed. Maybe I'm not doing the best job in doing it, but... I guess the old adage, it is what it is, comes to mind here. Like, you know, you don't want it, don't buy it. But I get that. I mean, alright, no, it's not. See, I lost my focus there. Let's not talk bad of Sega here. I mean, I do enjoy Operation Freedom, but not that much. It would have been interesting. I mean, I always say that, but it would have been interesting if Sega had stuck in the console market. You know, like, how much would their console have been like? Would they be doing the same things Nintendo are doing? Maybe. I don't know. It's all just a guess at this point. Right now, I gotta play Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine against, ironically, Dr. Robotnik. More right now. I don't know what Soga... All I saw was better than Sega, and then I got mad, and then I saw the part that didn't make any sense, and I was kind of like, okay, it's not a real thing anyway, so I'm not really gonna get mad about a fake thing. More right now. Hey, yo, Operation Freedom. What's going on? Sly G's and IDM Pod, huh? Two people I haven't seen in, what, 2 hours? 3 hours? What's been going on? Anything good going on over your way? We'll find out momentarily. Momentarily. For real, for real. Yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying. Do. Basically, just have to outlast him. See who's better at Puyo Puyo. See who comes with a power supply. That's really funny for a number of reasons. And it's funny because Toaster Cartridge isn't going to get why that's funny. And you might not get why it's also funny from our side of it. Which is that Nintendo's so greedy they wouldn't put the power supply with it. But then also, the fact that I know you're referencing what happened at work today. That's really clever. I love those kind of jokes. Like, everybody gets a good laugh out of that. Peace Asian. Hey, oh, hey, I'm just staying out of this right now. DQ Blizzard for $85. I assume it means 85 cents, but that looks like the dollar sign to me. Like, actually, look at the euro sign. More weirdly offensive comments coming up. Dual layer, nice. Unique comments that are tailored to our needs. All right, never mind. Toaster has fired back with an even more offensive comment, so I can't comment on the comment. The bar has somehow been lowered even more. I'll be right there. There's Heidi and Pod just playing along. Me, I'm just trying to beat Robotnik in a game of Puyo Puyo. Alrighty then, I have nothing to say during any of this. I'm ashamed of everybody. More right now! Hey, yo! Hey, I beat him, alright. That's a shame. Hey, notice, whatever her name was, Luna, Daisy Luna, she took off pretty quick. Take it plain, hey, yo! Alright, whatever that nonsense was. Jeez, that was something there. Hey, yo. Oh, that's right, that did come out today. To, I'm sure, blistering reviews of moderate success. I love this level. I don't think that had that had no checkpoint on it. Whee! For a second I thought it said Minecraft the Musical. Can you imagine that, a whole musical based on Minecraft? Wee! Wee! Better than Snow White. I heard that movie was awful. Hey, what's going on? God, I really don't feel like repeating my thoughts. We were just talking about that for the past half hour. You know, good news, bad news. You know, I liked what they showed. Switch 2 certainly has some nice features. Looks like they listened to the fans on certain things that they wanted in terms of technical features and games, but I don't know. Does anyone else want to repeat all that? The bad news is they're gouging the hell out of the prices of everything else. I actually don't think $4.99 or $4.49 is that bad a price of the console. I do stick by that. I do think the games, though, yeah, pretty much, dollar signs, that sums it up, is Nintendo pretty much showed us everything in that Direct except for the price, and that's why. Because they did not want an entire YouTube chat cannibalizing itself if they had revealed the prices live. They all are, that's the problem. I mean, to be fair, as much as the prices have gone up on things, new video games have consistently stayed around the $50 or $60 mark, going back to, like, I don't know, 2005, 2003, like, when GameCube was a thing, like, you know, new games were 40, 50 bucks, generally, you know, even when Xbox 360 came out, they went up to, like, 60, you know, then they kind of stayed around that, PS4, 50, 60 bucks, even PS5, you know, 50, 60 bucks, occasionally 70, but, I mean, that's like, I'm talking about like four generations now, and that's not a small sample size of games being around 50 or 60 bucks. And again, every game's different, I get that. You know, a game like Assassin's Creed, like, being 70, I could see that, because, again, Obama was only president for some of that, but anyway. I forgot, I can't make a valid point here, but no, it's something like Assassin's Creed, again, I don't know. I don't think games should only be one price, but I think it should be somewhat based on the merit of the game. Like, yeah, if a game like an Assassin's Creed has like 100 hours of content in it, and people are going to buy it for 70 bucks, then all right. But like another game that might just be like a party game should be like 40 or 50. I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, get the developers paid, but all right, thanks. All right, whatever. You know what? I'm trying to have like, you guys can talk about it however you want, but I'm just trying to tell you what my opinion is on it. The tariffs hadn't even gone into effect yet when they announced that. Like, they already planned that price point. Hey, yo. More, right now. I bet BJ Flips wasn't expecting that reaction, because they have not responded yet. They were just hoping I'd be like, hey, I really like the game they showed off. Alright, Konami's not better than Sega. You can just get the fuck out. But, I mean, I love Konami. Oh, shit, I missed that bonus round. No, I didn't. I can't believe I was actually able to backtrack that. Konami's made some great games. They really have. Great arcade manufacturer. Great, just all-around games. Castlevania, Contra. No, I love me some Konami, but better than Sega. Let's pump the brakes here. All these special stages are starting to look the same now. Just by the way. I don't even... What's Snuggie? The freaking, like, the bear with the detergent? What the hell's Snuggie? Oh, you mean the little, like, robe you wear as a blanket? I feel like I'm John Carter. Oh, you mean that old robe thing? Oh, hold on. We got a very serious question here. Sega or... Well, Sega, obviously. I didn't grow up loving Honey Chipotle Chicken Crispers. I mean, I do enjoy Honey Chipotle Chicken Crispers. What do you guys all compare notes in between streams? You all have, like, the same jokes. It's actually impressive how much you know about me, despite the fact that you all know me from different things. Or am I just that, like, predictable? Probably both. Now you're just going to say random things that aren't even related to Sega that are better than Sega. I mean, Mr. Potato Head was pretty funny in the Toy Story movies, but R.I.P. Don Rickles. Shit, why did I do that? Yeah, I fucked that up. Still Sega. We're not going to play the food game against Sega. Like, that's kind of not even... Doesn't even make sense, to be perfectly honest, but... Anyways, and I do love this boss fight, but... I mean, I do love shrimp dinners. Depend... The question confuses me. Do I have to eat John? Like... Ooh, see, Chevy Cruiser Sega, that's a more legitimate one. That's a more legitimate one. Sega or Don's? I don't know what Don's means, so we're going to leave that one alone. If we're talking about modern Sega, then I'd take my car. Modern Sega is not current Sega. Or old Sega. Classic Sega? I might take classic Sega over my car, believe it or not. I mean, like, classic Sega. So, well, I mean... I'm probably never gonna have sex. I'd probably start at Sega. Like, I'm probably... The thing I actually can do, yeah, I'll do that. I mean, Sega are $1 million. I mean, like, let's be realistic here. Hey, yo. Oh, boom. Why are we still on the crispy crispers? I actually probably would take the shrimp at this point, just because I've had a lot of chicken lately. I miss me the shrimp. I used to love those late nights, or not even late nights, but just nights going out to Red Lobster getting shrimp. Delicious, outstanding. I mean, I would definitely go for some shrimp right now. Like if I had both recently, maybe the crispers, but I have not had shrimp in a while. So the shrimp kind of edges out there. But I mean, again, that's a tough one too. They're both really good foods. Especially, you know, I love those crispy chicken crispers. They're already crispy. It's right in the name, crispers. But you make them crispy, now we're really talking. To be fair, I'm trying to remember this. Weren't, like, what is it, Nintendo 64 games, weren't those, like, 70 or 80 bucks also? Like, wasn't, like, freaking Mario 64, like, 80 bucks when it came out? I could be wrong, but I remember the prices for N64 games being very high. And the N64 console was only 200 or 150 or whatever. So it's like, you were paying, like, almost that for the game. Like, Star Fox 64 came out at a pretty high price. They all did. But I mean, that was many years ago. Like, I feel like game prices stabilized after a while. Now they're, like, kind of going the other way. God damn it. I'm really not good at those, as you can tell. Whoa. More right now. Bonus round. It's gonna get old real fast. Forgot how many bonus rounds there were in this game, and the fact that you only need 25 rings to hit one means you're gonna be seeing it a lot. more right now. But then again, I don't stream this game that often, so I don't mind spending a little more time with it. See how much more time? Well, later in time. Hey-oh. I feel like I need to do something with these bumpers, because just going around in circles isn't going to get it done. Yeah, it's not going to do it, Tim. Oh, where are the spheres? There they are. Oh, fuck. Okay, alright, I didn't fall for that time. How come that one? Whatever. See, I'm almost out of spheres. That's good, at least. Where are the last three? I just realized there's only three. That sucks. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Christmas orange. Just like put like 2 words into AI and get that. God damn it! I don't know where those. Ooh, I gotta go. Yeah, no, I gotta go Christmas over Sega. I mean, ironically, they're so inextricably linked. But again, we're talking about current Sega. It's kind of hard to go. I mean, Christmas is the greatest holiday of all time. I really cannot beat that with pretty much anything. So, clever choice though. That is a tough one. Which is ironic, because I wouldn't have, like, arguably the greatest, well, I think the greatest Christmas of all time without Sega, so it is kind of a weird thing there. More weird things right now. I mean, what are you doing to me here? Come on, Toaster, what are you doing to me here? Well, what the fuck color is this stage? Can we keep the question somewhat, like, not offensive? Wait, there's only, what, 3 spheres? I don't get this one. 1. Okay, you know these last 4 rings or whatever. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's a pretty ugly stage. Okay, so that's an easy stage to beat, but I see what the trick is. It's hard to master it because you have to jump over that sphere at the end in order to get the perfect. I see. Not happy about it, but I see it. Yeah, I always love the way the stage was designed. I mean, all the stages are great, but this stage in particular has a very fun pinball-type feel to it without actually being a pinball level. It just very fluid design. I love this kind of shit. The design team in Mania hit it out of the park. I've always said that. Sonic Adventure 3. It depends. Is Sonic Adventure 3 going to be good? You tell me Sonic Adventure 3 is going to be as good as 1 and 2. Maybe you got a case there. Yeah, affordable living ain't going to happen anyway, so I may as well get a game out of it. See, the thing is, do you think Sonic Adventure 3 would be good? Because I don't. Like, at one time, yes. You tell me Sega from, like, 2003 or something's making it, then yeah. Sega from 2025 making it? Nah. It'd be okay, probably. They'd probably just make a bunch of Sonic Adventure references. Dreamcast 2, absolutely no hand. That's not even a debate. I mean, again, I guess you could say, you know, current Sega making it, whatever. But, you know what? I'd roll the dice on that one. Dreamcast 2 every day. Of course, I don't think I'd actually want them to call it Dreamcast 2, but I get what you're saying. I mean, a new console. I always thought Sega Phoenix would be a cool name for a Sega console. Believe me, I've thought about this a lot. I wouldn't just go Dreamcast 2. For one thing, the Dreamcast is so old, people wouldn't even remember it. It'd be like Dreamcast 2 when it was Dreamcast 1. So it's not like that's a very marketable name as much as I love it. Oh, here we go. We got a response from BJ Flips some 40 minutes after the initial thing. To play devil's advocate, most people buy the game plus the season as a bundle. So in a way, we have been playing these plays. I hadn't really thought about that. No, it does. I mean, I guess it's almost like Nintendo's trying to get ahead of it. Because you're right, the game prices would have gone up. But it's almost like Nintendo's like, well, game prices are going to go up to 80 anyway. We may as well do it now. It's like, well, why do you want to be the one to start that? Like, that doesn't make you look very good. I mean, it's one thing if the prices go up anyway and you're just doing what everyone else is doing. But for Nintendo to be like, you know what, guys? We're going to kick this price gouging party off. Here's $100 for Mario Kart. Like, it's not a good look. You know, if, like, Astrobot and stuff was going up to 70, 80, then I could see Nintendo being like, well, you know, $80 is kind of the going rate, but it's the going rate because Nintendo's making it the going rate. Like, that's kind of the concern. But I understand what you're saying about, like, season passes and stuff, but, like, not every game has that, and, you know, not everybody wants to play, you know, a game with a bunch of built-in costs or whatever. Like, I know some of them are, but I'm not saying there's never been a game that was expensive or that games wouldn't get more expensive anyway, just like other products will. It's an interesting debate, it really is. I'm not, you know. I'm trying to look at it as it's a product. Well, kind of, yeah. I'm looking at it as like, you know, I'm trying to separate what do I think of the actual product versus what I think of the price. And I usually don't have to do that. I don't have to separate it. Like, I thought PS5 released at kind of a high price point, but I also wasn't, like, offended by it. Because the games were about the same price as PS4, and yeah, it was a little bit more money, but I don't know, I don't know. Something had to give here, and it didn't. You know, like, either make the games cheaper or make the console cheaper. Like, like, Nintendo wanted to have their cake and eat it too, and we'll see if it works. It probably will. Knowing Nintendo, it probably will. I never bet against Nintendo, even when it looks like it's a bad idea. You know what? People are gonna buy the damn thing. And, you know, they're going to buy the next Mario Party, the next Smash Brothers, whatever, for $100 or whatever it comes out at. And, you know, I'm going to be sitting here looking like a moron because that's just Nintendo. They do it. You know, good for them, I guess. They can get the money as well. This is like the first bonus round I played earlier this stream. I mean, there's only so many of these bonus rounds to begin with. I do think where they shoot themselves in the foot, though, talking about the kids, now that I think about it, yeah. So parents are going to want to buy, well, I don't think they're going to want to, but, you know, they're going to buy their kids a new console or whatever that's coming out. It used to be like, you know, Switch was like $249 or $300. You know, PS5 was $500. You know, Xbox was $450. That's like a couple $100 difference. That's a big difference. You can buy a couple games with that difference. Now there's no difference. So why am I going to spend, if I'm a parent, $450 and plus $90 for the game when I can buy $500 plus, you know, $50 for a PS5 game? Nintendo's lost that advantage. Now, again, that might not end up meaning anything because a lot of Nintendo fans have disposable income. They're in their, you know, 30s, 40s, whatever now. Nintendo's been around for a long time, but yeah, for the kids, I mean, I feel like their parents are just going to buy them an Xbox. Because it's like, well, an Xbox is technically cheaper by the time you factor everything in. Yeah, Mario Kart might be fun, but is it $90 worth of fun? Yeah, no, it really is. I agree with that 100%. And it's actually going to stop them from buying any console now. You know, before it was like, hey, at least you get a Switch, and, you know, Switch got a lot of the big games. Yeah, you could say they didn't run well, but, like, they got the big games. And for a couple $100 less, your kid could get a Switch with, you know, some Mario games and some third-party games. But now you're basically where the other companies are. Yeah, it's a tough sell. The only thing that makes it a little better, I guess, is that, like I said, you can buy the bundle, which is probably what I'll do, and get the Switch with Mario Kart, and then it's $500, so it's basically $50, which is about what the game should be anyway. Just kind of weird that they would do that, and it's weird that other games are apparently also going to be at this $70 or $80 price point, so yeah, we'll see. I think Nintendo had to know. Nintendo had to know they were going to get some backlash, otherwise they would have set the price in the freaking trailers. They did not reveal a single price in that hour direct. They knew people were going to lose their shit. Like, if they thought it was good news, they would just say it. Like, oh yeah, it's only $400 and the games are really cheap. Like, yay! They didn't say a word about it. So they kind of knew what they were getting at. And they weren't going to, like, you know, it's kind of hard to scoot that one under the rug, you know? But anyway. You know, I'm trying to stay on the positives because, you know, there were some good things in there. You know, obviously the performance is going to be a lot better. I mean, obviously not, but I'm just saying, well, if they didn't give a fuck, then why didn't they just say the price in the thing? I agree with you at the end of the day, but, like, why didn't they just say, oh, yeah, one more thing. Here's, you know, what the console costs, and here's, I mean, they said when it comes out. They were all happy to tell us when it came out. They were all happy to show us their little tech demos, and what's that other game, Dragon Drive or whatever? Like, they were all happy to show us that. But then when it came time for the price, like, well, gotta go, guys. I know we spent like an hour talking about, like, all these projects, but gotta go. More right now. Spend like an hour playing a Sega game while I'm talking about freaking Nintendo. To me, I know they won't do it. Whatever that is, Rocket League Chat. I know they won't do it because it's not Sega anymore, but I would have had a field day with this back in the 90s with 90s Sega versus Nintendo. Sega would have been able to jump in there so quick and been like, hey guys, want to play an affordable game? Like, here's ours for like $50. Like, they would have absolutely destroyed Nintendo over this. I mean, they already did. Back in like the 90s or whatever, like the Super Nintendo was like $200 and the Sega Genesis was $150. They always pointed that out. So they would absolutely be like, hey, like the new Sonic game's only like $40, or do you want to spend $100 on the new Donkey Kong? Like, I mean, it's easy pickings. I mean, I would have loved to see that. Holy crap. You know, Genesis does what Nintendo don't, and steal your wallet. Like, I mean, holy crap. That would have been some quality competition. All Sega would have to do is charge like $60 for the damn game. Like, that, they wouldn't even have to do that much. Just charge a slightly less overpriced thing. Like, they really have made it that easy. It's a moot point, because Nintendo's not gonna, or Sega's not gonna re-enter the console market, but if they did, it'd be like, hey, look, our thing doesn't cost $1,000. It really does. But anyway. I'm actually kind of mad I'm not going to get to see that. Hey, I'm broke. Why? I bought a Nintendo thing. Oh, you should have bought Sega. I still have most of my money. 90s Sega was great. 90s Sega would just punch Nintendo in the face. Those are the days. Those are the good old days, but nah, can't do that anymore. And nobody cares about Xbox. That's true. I have an Xbox. I like my Xbox. Xbox is actually going to become, I think my Series S was like $300. Like, Xbox is going to end up becoming like the cheap one now. Like, it used to be Nintendo was the cheap one for consoles. Xbox is going to end up being like, well, we can't afford PS5 or Nintendo. Hey, Xbox has some stuff. Like, we laugh about it now, but you know what? They might become more relevant now just because they have to. Like, it's like, oh, I mean, it's not like Xbox is bad. It's just there. And if it's there for significantly less money, then why not? It's doing almost the same thing. I'm not saying I'm a huge Xbox fan, but I could see it. More complaining right now. Ooh, weird lighting faces. Hold on. Give that fresh bonus round again. Oh, good. Blue spheres. My favorite. Boing. Fuck, I keep messing that up. Just got a freaking concussion nut still on that blue blur grind. I'm sorry? Well, not just, but you know. Hey, yo? Alright. I honestly don't have a response to that. I'm thinking, what do I say to that? Yeah, nothing to say to that. But how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. This is Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur, having a good old Sonic time here. Hey, yo. New viewers, always good to see. Hold on, let's hit that fresh bonus round again. I really did make some of these stupid frustrating with like the placement of these blue spheres. Ah, fuck, I didn't mean to go that way. Yeah, well, I have to go all the ways at some point. Ah, I messed that up again. I mean, I can still get the blue spheres, but I'm not going to be able to get all the rings now. If I even get all the blue spheres. We'll find out right now. Watch out. Fuck! Don't watch out. That's the end of that. Back to Flying Battery Zone Act 2 right now. Watch out. Whoa, watch out. Take that, stupid chicken. Whee! Oh shit, I think I found one of the secret. Yeah, I found one of the secrets down here. I usually don't get down here. It's just a bunch of bonus stuff. What secret bonuses it might be. Oh, an extra life! I need one of those. Actually, I literally don't need them at all. Hold on. Bonus round. I got 99 lives. But a bonus round ain't one. Actually, a bonus round is pretty much all I've been doing. I think I play the bonus round more than the game at this point. Like, I've been in the bonus round like 3 or 4 minutes at a time. The level's only like 2 minutes. Yeah, well. Can't say we're not getting some variety here, like in terms of like going from Sonic gameplay back to bonus round gameplay to other gameplay. It's all good. Did I just mess that up again? No. God damn it. It's like I know what I have to do. I just don't feel like doing it here. There we go. Oh, I actually got the perfect. Now I just gotta find the last 7 blue spheres, or it doesn't count. good. Fuck! Damn it! Oh well, doesn't count. What the hell was 7 blue spheres just chilling there? Oh well. But oh man, we got some more commentary by our very own BJ Flips. I kind of agree with that. I kind of don't. I will say this particular time, I do feel like Nintendo is doing that. But I also feel like the Switch was not a good example of that. Like, I feel like the Wii U was a good jump from the Wii. But, like, the Wii U to Switch just kind of felt like, alright, we're going to do kind of the same thing again. But we're going to put out, I mean, hell, half the freaking Switch libraries, Wii U games. That's a whole other story. This time, I will say they've made an effort to at least step it up. I don't know, yeah. I kind of agree with both points, but I also don't think Sony and Microsoft are doing nothing. I think, you know, PS5 was a big step up from PS4. Not that PS4 was bad. It's just that PS5 has, like, no games on it, but that's another story. I don't know. This is why I like retro gaming, you know? I love just playing a game just to play it, not thinking about how powerful the graphics are, or this or that. It's just like, and I mean, funny enough, back in those days, it was still important, you know? Back when Genesis was the thing, and Super Nintendo, PS1, it was always about graphics. But now we look back at it, and we accept the games with the lousy graphics, because we just like the game. You know, and we're, you know, it's just a better way to look at it. That's why I always prefer retro games now. It's just like, it's the same game, but you know what? It works. It worked then, it works now. You know, and someday these games we play today will be retro, and I'll probably look back at them fondly, but for right now, I just feel kind of like tired of it. Like, alright, Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft doing their thing. But at the end of the day, I'm getting close to 40, haha. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm also getting up there. I get what you're saying. Whoa. Okay. So I keep messing up here. Got it. Whoa. There we go. Whoa. There was a shield in there if I had stopped to get it. There's going to be another bonus round right here. There you go. Alright. At least this floor is easier on the eyes. It almost reminds me of Space Harrier. There's a level in Old Space Harrier that had this color floor. I'm sure these stages are always fun until it starts going faster and faster and faster. Faster and faster and faster Sonic X. Shit. Yeah, I saw that coming. More complaining right now. Dr. Robotnik. Fighting him right now. Hey, yo. Dead. He really is dead. Oh, yeah. Doop 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 doo. Diddling, 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 diddling. Ah, the old hang gliders from the Game Gear Sonic 2, which was actually a terrible game, by the way. But it's not a terrible. Well, Act 1 of this level is just alright, but I do like Act 2 of Press Garden Zone. It's a cool environment, though, regardless of what I think of every little part of it. Not a bad time. Wow. Whee! Oh, all right, got me on that one. Bidoo. Whee! Oh, damn it, it really is a letter T. Bonus round. Ooh, another long comment. We'll read it momentarily. Oh, great. Now he's got to find a way to get to the last of the friggin' blue spheres. I hate that. I agree on the classic gaming. That's why I miss the Wii U, and the Wii Virtual. See, I like that too. I don't know why they got rid of that either. Unlike newer Nintendo. Well, the only newer one is Switch so far, but yeah, you can't just like. I mean, it's great to have like the whole collection, but it's like, what if I just want to buy a few Game Boy Advance games? I should be able to do that. Anyway. And yes, I think PSP was a very underrated console. I do enjoy my PSP. Whee! Whee! On stage. Oh, god damn it, this color again. Oh, damn it, there's 112 of these things, too. Let's see what I can do. Red Sox 3-4, Royals 2-4. Okay, I was like, I was happy to see some numbers on the bottom of the screen. I'm like, wait, Red Sox play the Royals today? I'm like, oh, okay. I want the record. I tell you, man, you get more invested in this than I do. I mean, yeah, the Red Sox are what they are, and I think, you know, they'll be a decent team this year. I mean, it's still obviously a long way to go. I mean, I wouldn't get too down about the 2-4 either, and I think, you know, Royals will be in there to some degree. I mean, they made the playoffs last year. Let's not act like they were a crap team. They're in a division that's very winnable. I mean, the AL Central, wow, that was a disappointing turn of events for me. But no, they're in a division that's pretty winnable. I mean, Cleveland might be like the best team in that division, but I mean, is it that much of a landslide? The Twins are pretty good. White Sox, you know, I know they were lousy last year. You never know. Tigers, decent. But it's like every team in there, I want to say they're decent, but they're also like kind of on the same level. Like, I don't see anybody being like, oh, that's the best team in the AL Central. Like, Red Sox is the hit. Okay, yeah, we're going on 7 games. Like, yeah, you're right. In 7 games, other than today, I think they scored 8 runs today. But, yeah, they have not hit well in 7 games of a 162-game season. Like, yeah, I get it. Yes, Devers. I'm quite aware of the storylines going on around my own team. And I'm not that invested in them when I hear them from people from around here. Like, I mean, Devers is what he is. I mean, I as much as I, you know, it's kind of like revisionist history. I wanted them to re-sign Devers. I wanted them to get a big deal. He did. He's like in Boston for the next 10 years or whatever. They finally gave somebody a big deal, and I feel like it was like the wrong player. I feel like Bogarts or Betts should have gotten that deal, but long comments, just enjoy. Hey, no, I mean, I enjoy talking video games too. I mean, it is a video game stream. Ouch. I got spiked to that deal. Yeah, it is a video game channel, video game stream. But yeah, I can't gauge any team in baseball on even 10 games. Forget about 7. Like, you know, Yankees are off to a good start. You know, like, whatever. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, this stuff could all even out in, like, a couple weeks. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I mean, you told me the Red Sox start 3-4. I kind of, yeah, it's about right. Like, they usually don't start that good to start a season, but that doesn't mean much. Yeah, I just got to start like 1-6 or something. You know, like they could have started a lot worse. Unless you're the Dodgers. Yeah, I mean, I know the Dodgers are off to a good start, but I mean, that was one of the few teams where you really didn't have to analyze them for a long time to know they were going to be good. Like, you could have seen one game of theirs and knew they were going to be good. Like, yeah, we get it, but that's also kind of a rare occasion where there's just a team with that many superstars. I mean, yeah, Freddie Freeman is like their 4th or 5th best player. He'd be like the best player in most teams. Like, yeah, that team is stacked, but I mean, we knew that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they could have started 0-7. I still would have been like, yeah, they're probably still gonna win. I don't know how the Mets are doing. I know the Mets are like the other team everybody was big on. I mean, I don't care. You know what? I watch baseball. Part of the fun of baseball is that it's such a long season. There's so many storylines. So, like, I don't have the energy to expend on the first 7 games of the season about a storyline. Because there's going to be so many more storylines in a month from now that, you know, I'm not going to be thinking about the Red Sox not hitting for a week in April or, you know, whatever. Or did I head out in a few minutes, enjoy the rest of your day? And Sonic R Remaster, oh my god, would they? Would Sega remaster that? Yeah, knowing them, they probably would. They do love their remasters of things. But yeah, thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for watching and joining us here. A little Nintendo Switch talk earlier. Never know what's going to come up in these streams. We'll play a little Sonic Mania here, one of my favorite games of all time. The Sonic R Remaster. I mean, if they could do it and make the game actually playable, that'd be nice, but... I mean, music in Sonic R was good. That's about it. Oh, shoot. I definitely missed that. I don't think I can get back to that one. I'm actually gonna try. Oh, I actually never found that secret ring in there. It doesn't help me now, but... Nah, we're gonna have to call quits on that one. We're not gonna be able to get the bonus round for that one. Whoopsies. That's on me. Say, I give Boston until July, August to do something. If not, they are done. Till July. The season just started, dude. Like, to do what? 3 and 4. Like, I mean, like, that's... You are like a more impatient fan than I am, and you're not even a Red Sox fan. I mean, if they're like below 500 in July, then yeah, they're probably screwed. But like, let's get to July. Let's get to May. Like, I mean, yeah, there's no chance either of those teams win the World Series. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the Red Sox or the Royals are going to win the World Series. I don't think. I'm not gonna make that claim. I do enjoy Captain Scott's Yum Yum Sauce. No idea what the hell that means, but I actually know what Captain Yum... Wait, did you go to Captain Scott's? But anyway. Yeah, I'm not... even I'm not going to be that harsh on the Red Sox in frickin' the first week of the season. Like, I don't... Yeah, they might be done. They might be done for other reasons. I don't know. Half the team could get injured. We don't know. God damn it. Alright, my turn. You want to drop bombs? Boom. That's what you get. Ooh, Supersonic in frozen form. Whee! Enter 10,000 bonus round. Pac-Man Fever Square. I do enjoy that game. I really do. It's a dumb game. Oh, I remember this one. Let me see. How do I get... I have to get this to get the perfect on this. Yeah, that was dumb. I was trying to do something there. It obviously didn't work out. But whatevs. Fruit Mash. Yep. I remember Fruit Mash. The other one, I remember the name of it, but I can't remember what it is. Fruit Mash, I remember because it's such a dumb game. Literally just timing a button press. Vendor, actually, no, maybe Vendor Fruit's the one I don't like. I don't really like any of the fruit ones. Vendor Fruit is also just a really random, fast button pressing game. I mean, most of them were. There's really not like a quality minigame in there, but they're what it's serviceable. Someday I do plan to play the Shrek version of that, like Shrek Super Fever Party, whatever it's called. This ain't Did they make an Altered Beast on PS3? They might have. I know there was a time. I know we just did Golden Axe last night, but versions of their 80s games for like PS2, PS3. That was a thing. Didn't last long, but I think Altered Beast was one of them. I think Altered Beast, Golden Axe, and there might have been one other one they did like a PS2 or PS3 game of. And obviously, we don't hear about them because they weren't very good. I'm kind of torn on Golden Axe, though, because Golden Axe kind of followed the formula to a T, and that might have been its biggest flaw. Was that it was just so basic, and the music, well, the music used to be good in Golden Axe, but not in that game. Talking about yesterday's stream now. Yeah. I always hate the way that could happen. There we go. Look. Damn, I saw that coming. Ghost Square. Yep, those are all valid squares. Somebody's itching for a new episode of Pac-Man Fever. I'm sure one of these days. The problem is there's so many games. That's the other thing. Like, even with Switch 2 or any new console, like, I have so many games already. Like, I'm never going to play all these games. I did enjoy foosball. Like, I'm still playing freaking Sonic Mania from 8 years ago. Like, forget about new games. Like, how many more games do I need? We'll find out later this year when I buy the Super Switch 2. The answer will be apparently more than I thought. Hey, yo. Oh, God, that'd be a great game. I mean, I love Metroid Pinball. Metroid Prime 4, though, looks sick. Very excited for Prime 4. I'm just excited that we're getting Metroid games again more consistently. Like, we had Metroid Dread 4 years ago. This game coming out now. Like, I'm not expecting it to come out every year, but, like, there was, like, a 12-year gap or something between Metroid games for a while. Like, it was just like, what the hell are we doing here? I mean, Metroid was never their #1 thing, but, I mean, they used to put those games out fairly consistently. Oh, I love Metroid Prime Pinball. I don't even care. How do you hate that game? Like, I mean, yeah, I'm a Metroid fan, but, like, I'm also a pinball fan, so even if I didn't know Metroid, I'd still love that game. The fact that I know Metroid, it just makes it better, but it's just a fun, well-made pinball game. I mean, yeah, I love it because I'm a big Metroid fan, so I love fighting the bosses and all that, but I mean, similarly, I'm a somewhat Mario fan, not as big as Toaster Cartridge, but I know Mario stuff. I don't think Mario Pinball Land is as good, but I think it's a good game as well. But also, I play it more for the pinball than the Mario part. I wouldn't hate it. Like, I could see some people just not liking pinball games, but, like, I think it's a well-made product. Like, the dual screens made it more interesting. Yeah, it is just a pinball. What do you want it to be? Yeah, the pinball game is a pinball game. Like, wow, alright. Well, then don't play it. There were a lot of, I mean, they weren't all great, but there were some pretty good mascot pinball games. Pac-Man Pinball, there was, like, Muppets Pinball. It really wasn't that good. I mean, I don't know. Tetris is a fun game. I don't know if they ever made a Tetris Pinball, but Tetris is a concept. It's fun. I don't know why I just stood there and took that hit. But whatever, I did. I can't believe I had enough rings for the bonus round. They did? Really? See, I actually would try that. I don't know how good it would be, but I don't care. I like pinball games. I don't care what the theme of it is, as long as it's a good game. Like, the physics and everything work. That's obviously very important in a pinball type of game. No, that's pretty cool. I'm actually surprised Sonic didn't get more pinball games. Like, I know we got Sonic Pinball Party, but I mean, Sonic to me is such a pinball character. Like, that just seems like an easy idea to me, but whatever. I mean, I'm also not broken up about it. We didn't need, like, 10 Sonic pinball games, but it is weird they never tried that again. I mean, Kirby had a pinball game, I think, in the 90s, like Game Boy Color, I think it was. Like, almost everybody's had a pinball game, it seems like. Pokemon Pinball was actually freaking fantastic. I love Pokemon. That's a character pinball game that does really well. Like, I really love that game. And I am a Pokemon fan, but even if I wasn't, like, it's just fun to play it and catch the monsters and stuff. Really great game. I've done that. There was a Retromania. I think it was Retromania 69. I did all pinball games. I did, like, House of the Dead Pinball. I did Muppets Pinball, which, again, was not a very good game, but it wasn't terrible. I did Little Mermaid Pinball. I'm not even kidding. It was Little Mermaid 2 on Game Boy Color Pinball, where it had, like, the kind of rumble feature or whatever. Wait, what? There were 2 of those left. It said I only had 1. That's kind of funny. The count was off on the blue spheres. Yeah, I would definitely not be against doing Tetris Pinball. What was that, on like Super Nintendo or something? Or is it newer than that? Hot Wheels Pinball? I never played either one. Hot Wheels Pinball sounds like it'd be fun, though. I mean, they all say it's a pinball game. Like, I don't know. I mean, there are some bad pinball games. Like, there's some where it's just like one bumper. It's just kind of like, why are we even bothering? But, I mean, as long as they do a decent job with the table and the physics, like, that's good enough for me. There were some lousy ones on, like, Super Nintendo or, like, Virtual or, I think it was called Virtual Pinball or Hyper Pinball, where it was just, like, 3 different tables, and, like, they were all just very bland. Like, I've seen that. That's the only way you can really mess up a pinball game, is to make it boring. But, I mean, if it has any personality to it, I'm usually for it. I'm gonna mess this up again. Yep. I don't think I'm even gonna get the, yep, not gonna get all the rings on this one. I have to look into it. I mean, if it's only a few bucks, I might try it out. I mean, I like Tetris. I don't think... Again, that's one theme where I can't really see Tetris really helping it. It's just a game about blocks. So what are all the pinball tables, just blocks? Like, it's not like there's a mascot to it. It's just like, hey, bounce the ball off these different Tetris shapes. Oh, that was a really dumb jump. Alright, boss coming up here. Actually, don't have enough rings to go super, so I have to fight him the old-fashioned way. Yeah, no, I mean, I believe that. It's also been how many versions? Like, every console has a Tetris. Whether they make the original one again or they make an updated one. Like, Tetris has been around forever. It will be around forever. Yeah, it's good for Tetris, you know? Sometimes the simplest games are the best. They really are. I mean, that's why Balatro, I mean, I never played it, but that's why Balatro was in the running for Game of the Year. I didn't get it, but sometimes people just want a simple game. They don't want, like, a 20-hour RPG or whatever event, like... And I'm glad Astrobot won. And Astrobot's also not a super complex game, but I mean, again... Gaming is generally going in that direction, whether you like it or not, and, you know, so it's nice that games like Tetris and different puzzle games still exist that are just time killers, you know? It's not about beating the game or getting all the achievements or whatever. It's just about having fun and, you know, seeing how far you can go. I don't know. That's the nature of gaming to me, is just having fun. That's a game that does that. You know, it's just a simple concept in principle, some colored blocks, but it works. Alright, let's take on Metal Sonic now. Spoilers. Break it down. Well, regular is quite different. You use the ball to roll. Oh, okay. See, I'm glad they thought of something. That's what I mean. If you're gonna do like an IP like that, I like that they incorporate something from it. It's not just like, oh, here's some colors. Like, no, it's actually, you know, involving the game. So if you know how to play Tetris as a game, you'll probably know the pinball version. We just started talking about, went from Red Sox to Royals and pinball, and it all works. Whee! Kaboom! How many bonus rounds are there? This many. Hold on, I already made the mistake here. I gotta go in here and get all these rings. And then I gotta get back out of here without hitting a red sphere. Because if I do, watch out. God damn it. I can still try this stage, but it's going to be a lot harder now. Fuck. I'm going to say, this is just going to... Yeah, this is not going in a good direction here. It's a good thing I love this level. I wish this level were longer. Like, the boss fight against Metal Sonic is pretty awesome. That's probably why this level isn't super long, because otherwise the level will take forever, but... This part of the level is awesome. Love the lighting here, the music. It really is like the perfect version of this level. But again, it's over very quickly, which I guess is to be expected on a level called Stardust Speedway. Hold on. More special stage. Oh, it's classic. Oh, pinball's awesome. Are you talking about the pinball that was on like Windows XP or whatever, where it was like just galactic pinball? Yeah, I had fun with that one. It was just called pinball, though. I call it galactic pinball because it had like a space theme. But it was just called pinball. God damn it, I want to play some pinball. I don't even care what kind. Hey, yo. Fuck. Oops. That was disappointing to say the least. Hey, yo. Whoa. Whee! Break it down. Whee! Wahoo! Whoa. Whoa! That was close. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa? Whoa. Oh, that was close. Ah, not so close. Whoa.